After being named to the NEPSAC All-Second team, Reed set his sights on college, committing to Quinnipiac University. Why Quinnipiac? The family-like environment.
Baseball is a sport that's deeply enrooted in the history of the Garbowski family. All the way back in 1946, Alex Garbowski played for the Detroit Tigers, and carrying on his legacy today, Matt Garbowski, who plays for UConn, and Kyle Garbowski, who plays for Quinnipiac. And the two wrote their next chapter in their family's history on Tuesday in stores. On Thursday night, a new era of MAC basketball began in Hamden as the Quinnipiac men's basketball team hosted the Merrimack Warriors. These two teams haven't faced off since 1998, where a gallon of gas costed only $1.06, and the Warriors have been off to a hot start in conference play so far. Welcome to Sports Extra. I'm Ben Rickevicius. A local college is making the jump up to the Division I level. Another golfer has committed to the Travelers, and the UConn softball team is gearing up for the playoffs. We'll start with the breaking news. University of New Haven Athletics is making the jump up to Division I. It'll take some time for the full transition, but the initial jump is happening soon. Eric Dobratz was the first to report it and has more.
There's something special going on with the blue and gold. I want to let that be known.
It's going to be a lot of work, but New Haven Athletic Director Devin Crosby says
the Southern Connecticut State football team has its new head coach. Joe Loth takes over for the Owls. He didn't have to go far. Loth spent the last 12 seasons as the head coach at Western Connecticut State, where he had 11 winning seasons. His teams were equally dominant on offense and defense. Fan favorite Ricky Fowler is ready to play the TPC River Highlands again. He's the latest to commit to this year's Travelers Championship. Fowler will be making his 7th appearance in Cromwell. His first came in 2009 as an amateur. Fowler has 6 PGA Tour wins. Travelers runs from June 16th through the 22nd. The UConn softball team gets to work on Thursday at the Big East Tournament in Philadelphia. The Huskies look to win the title and an auto bid to the NCAAs. The Huskies came up 1 win short of the conference regular season title. 2 key pieces in UConn's 32-win season to date, twins Grace and Hope Jenkins. A righty pitcher, lefty catcher combo, the juniors from California have impacted the program since their first day in stores. Grace, who is leading the Huskies in home runs this year with 19, is a minute older than Hope. Hope says she takes that role of youngest sibling very seriously. These two are built-in best friends.
I kind of like to think of us as we unite as one thing. So she's really good at some things, I'm really good at other things.
We do absolutely everything together, so it's really amazing. I mean, I go home and we live together, so I get to see her. I come to the facility every day, and I'm always so excited to see her. Like, she's my best friend. She picks me up when I need her to pick me up. I pick her up when she needs me to pick her up, kind of thing.
To say that your twin sister is your teammate, I mean, it's such a fun fact, and it's something I'll use for the rest of my life, but we're making the memories that we'll remember for the rest of our lives right now. And I'm just really grateful that she's my sister and that I get to share this experience with her.
Swimming, basketball, soccer, softball, they played it all growing up before coming cross country to be Huskies. That's all for sports. We'll have more at 10.
On July 15th, former Quinnipiac Bobcat and UNC Tar Heel Anthony D'Onofrio's dream came true. The Seattle Mariners selected him with the 303rd pick in the MLB draft. What was D'Onofrio feeling the moment he heard his name called?
Just grateful. You know, I've came a really long way in this career, and I'm going to continue to push and go as far as I can in this game. And it was just a surreal feeling. A lot of kids say they're speechless, and I really didn't have anything to say. At that point in time, I just didn't know how to react because I've never been in that position before. But, you know you're good enough. You know you're confident in your ability. You believe you can be in that position, and then you just see it happen. And it's just a surreal feeling, really.
Before he was drafted, D'Onofrio was texting with his agent, and he found out that Seattle was going to take him. Aside from D'Onofrio, one other person in the room knew the news was coming. His father.
So I spent a lot of the time inside with everybody watching the TV go, and as the names are going, and I was getting so frustrated by it as it got to like the 8th or the 9th round, because we expected kind of 4th to 6th. I went outside to my cousin, and what I had realized is on the TV set, it was like 2 players behind the draft tracker on my phone. So I was with my cousin outside, and I look and I see Anthony's name, and I'm like, he got drafted. So he ran to the other side of the house. I literally jumped behind the bar so I could video it, and that was that.
Although he spent the majority of his D1 career here in Hamden, D'Onofrio helped the Tar Heels reach Omaha this past season. Head coach Scott Forbes remembers the moments of winning fondly.
Really The thing about Anthony is he played his best when it mattered most. And what stands out to me is the sheer joy on his face when we got that last out against West Virginia to go to Omaha. I can just picture him running in with that huge smile. It's just so clear to me that obviously he wanted to be great, but he also wanted to win.
And Forbes sees that mentality serving him well in his professional career.
He's a guy that I have a feeling, unless he just falls flat on his face, from the number standpoint, you give him length and you just leave him in your organization and understand that, hey, man, it may take this guy 2 years to get to the big leagues or 3, but if he got there, he could stay.
The turnaround was quick for D'Onofrio, as just days after celebrating with his family, he flew out to Arizona for team meetings, training, and inter-squads. But a little bit of distance isn't new for the D'Onofrio family. They took 10-hour drives to Chapel Hill this spring to watch him play in the Tar Heel Blue. For his father, this past year has been a remarkable experience.
And I'm proud of him. Look, as a dad, I couldn't imagine a greater year than the experience I've had from August of last year till now. Carolina just did the absolute right thing by my son, and I enjoyed every minute of it. As a dad, that's just one in the books for like an amazing year in my life. And that's a lot thanks to Anthony.
While a long, winding college baseball journey ends for D'Onofrio, a new, even more challenging journey begins as he will try to climb his way through the minor leagues. D'Onofrio is up for the challenge and has already begun his journey with the Single-A affiliate of the Mariners, the Modesto Nuts. For Q30 Sports, I'm Ben Rickevicius.